Greetings. We're here once again. I would actually like to congratulate you upon finishing our previous topic, which was presentation skills, and I, uh, 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 I won't stop to thank you for your loyal following. Yeah. And in this video, we are going to introduce another skill because currently, as for the start, we want to focus on skills, acquiring of skills, because with the skills, once you have it, and it can help you for the whole of your life. So we are looking at acquiring of skills. Yeah, so we looked at the research report, researching skills, then we went to presentational skills. Now here we are going on our topic, which is public speaking. So I want to look at this public speaking skill such that we also have it in our pocket by the end of the study. So I must tell you that public speaking and presentations, sometimes they move along or move together. Yeah, public speaking and presentation speaking sometimes move together. Though public speaking is not limited to presentations as most people think. Most people think when you talk they hear public speaking, they limit it to just as the term is public speaking, speaking to publics or speaking to a large audience. Yet, public speaking is not only limited to that. Like we are going to see, it involves talking to large and small audiences, and even at your workplace. The skills of public speaking apply, and it's what actually makes a difference between someone who has the skills and the one who does not have. As we continue with this topic, you actually see the importance of public speaking skills in at your workplace and with your career development. So thus, as we look at public speaking, you may find that at points we may interact with presentation content, or may talk about some things to do with the presentation. So when you reach there, don't think that we have gone astray or we are lost, just like the lost chips. Sorry, the lost sheep. So something like that, it's just that there are some correlation between these two. Uh, Otherwise, we are going to look at here. I'm going to give you some of the things we shall be looking at, just to give you an idea and a glimpse of what we shall be looking at. But it is not all we shall look at. There are still more. I've just listed 4 here just to give you a glimpse of what to expect. So we are going to first of all look at the top public speaking skills that you will need to exploit or develop, such that you know which skills you have to work on. And then we shall look at the 3 reasons why public speaking is important. We are only going to look at 3, but there are more reasons or importances of public speaking, like we shall be seeing as we proceed. There are other benefits, social and more benefits. We shall look at them. And then then we are going to look at the 7 principles of effective public speaking. And then we shall also look at the secrets to strong communication skills in the workplace. So that is it as of now. So first of all, what is public speaking? You may be asking yourself, I'm hearing this word public speaking, but what is public speaking? So simply what you have to know is that public speaking is a soft skill that requires excellent communication skills, enthusiasm, and the ability to engage with an audience. So soft skills are interpersonal skills that are less technical and more about how you interact with others. Interpersonal skills. So public speakers make presentations to a group, and their presentations could range from speaking to a small number of employees to presenting to a large audience at a national conference or event. So implying if you're a public speaker and you trust your public speaking skills, you should be in a position to stand and to address small audiences using your skills, and at the same time address large audiences. So whichever audience you're free to interact with using your skills. So the same skill the same skill set and ability to be comfortable speaking in public are required regardless of the size of the group. So you don't have to wait, like you don't have to wait to be in a large audiences to use your public speaking skills. You can even use it when you are just talking to a small audience, and actually that is the best place to practice, because there you're comfortable, you're calm, so it helps you to keep practicing your public speaking skills. And you can even use them when you're talking to one person, most especially when you're in the business environment. We shall say you can use your public speaking skills in your career. Just stay tuned, and if you've not yet subscribed to our channel, you can subscribe to support our page, our channel, and to be updated with the content that will be coming up. So let's set off with our first point that we're going to look at, or subtopic if I may call it, and that is top public speaking skills. So when you want to highlight your public speaking skills in your cover letter or resume or during an interview, be sure to go beyond stating that you have public speaking skills. You should showcase your public speaking skills, because actually the reason you are looking at all these skills to help you gain them is that they give you a more advantage compared to other job seekers. If you're looking for a job, being that you have presentation skills, you have public speaking skills, you have research report writing skills, my friend, you are a big person. If you're competing with other people that don't have those skills, it gives you higher chances of winning that job. So you must showcase your skills. So you go into details about which aspects of public speaking you are good at, and provide specific examples of your skills and expertise. So some of the most important skills for successful public speaking include the following that we are going to look at. Number one, or the first one, is clear articulation. Clear articulation. Like, of course, public speakers must be able to speak well. That includes enunciating, speaking loudly enough, and using proper grammar without a lot of verbal crutches such as public speakers or good communicators avoid such phrases as they are communicating. So it helps to be able to talk well in ordinary conversations, but public speaking is a kind of performance, and as such requires practice and preparation. So memorization is not usually necessary, because many people are able to speak in unscripted way to some degree. However, you must be familiar enough with your material that you don't pause excessively, repeat yourself, or stumble over your words. So the big deal is not about memorizing. It's not only about memorizing, or it's not usually necessary. You get? So it's all about being familiar enough with your material or what you have to say in the audience, or employing some presentation skills that looked at them during when we are looking at presentation, to see that you're familiar enough with your content such that you don't pause excessively or repeat yourself or even stumble over your words. So you also need to be able to pace yourself so that you finish on time rather than early or late. We looked at that in our presentations, because time is an important thing. And as we continue looking at public speaking, we're going to see how can you manage your time, like how can you control your word, like the way your speaking speed. We shall look at that in order to see that you're not very fast such that you finish early, and you're not too slow to finish late. We shall be looking at that. Then second point, engaging presentation style. Engaging presentation style. So presentation style includes vocal tone, body language, facial expression, and timing, just like we looked at them. So the right style can make a talk that could have been boring become exciting and engaging. So something like that. So that's what makes you like ability to engage the audience is part of a good public speaker. Then the other third skill is assessing the needs of the audience. So some audiences want a lot of technical detail, others don't. Some will enjoy humor, others won't. So there are jokes that work in some crowds but not others. So to draft a successful talk and to adapt the appropriate presentation style, you need to be able to assess the need or the needs of your audience. So you must study your audience, just like presentation skills. You need to study your audience before the actual presentation, before the actual speaking. You have to first know which kind of people am I going to talk to, what is their culture. You get, because different cultures use words differently and interpret words differently. So you should understand the culture you're going to, such that your speech is appropriate, your selection of words is appropriate to the audience. So before you begin speaking, think about your audience and what they hope to gain from your presentation. So that can help you assess their needs, which can help ensure that your presentation is the best possible use of your time and theirs. So then the fourth skill is PowerPoint skills. So PowerPoint is a popular software used for creating slides, and not all public speakers use them, but slides are so common that doing without them is sometimes called speaking naked. So it is common, and it is the mode of presentation these days. So speaking without it seems it is sometimes called speaking naked, but anyway, it depends on what circumstances or what kind of presentation are you on. Because sometimes it may come when you're just giving a speech and it's not a presentation. In that case, there is no need of PowerPoint slides or PowerPoint presentation usage. So it's not only important to understand the technical aspects of using the software, but it also helps if you have the artistic ability to create slides that are pleasing and easy to understand. Or you should work with a collaborator who can do so. So either way, you must know how to integrate your slides smoothly into the other aspect of your presentation. So that is to do with PowerPoint skills. Then there is a composition skills. Uh, whether you prepare your talk ahead of time or just go with the flow, you must be able to construct talks that are rational, coherent, and easy to understand, and that cover all the points you want to hit. Storytelling and humor help, and you must know how to use them. So you must storytelling is part of a good speech. Actually, as we proceed, we shall look at the main point, the good point, like the good points or the main points of a good speech, or the main characters or something like that, or the main how should I put it? Okay, let me put it simply. The main points of a good speech, of which storytelling is one of them. So you must practice it as you prepare or you do your speeches. So public speaking is not only a form of performance art. No, it's not only a form of performance art. It also requires writing skills. So it's not only about speaking. No, it also goes along with the writing skills. So those are the um, top important. They are not the only public speaking skills, but they are the top important public speaking skills. There are others. There are others which are, let me go through them briefly. So there is the skills mentioned above aren't the only ones, just like I've said. There are others which include controlling performance anxiety, drafting an evaluation form that attendees are likely to complete, grumbling, grabbing the attention of the audience with a powerful opening, handing out copies of slides in advance to minimize note-taking demands on the audience, then maintaining eye contact with the audience and providing an energetic, animated physical presence, memorizing enough content so that the speech doesn't come off as a reading of notes, then modulating vocal tone to emphasize important points and to avoid monotonous presentations. There is nothing that is as boring as a monotonous presentation. Like when someone is speaking with the same tone throughout, when they are emphasizing point, they use the same tone. When they're expressing surprise, they use the same tone. Like there is no variation of tone. That kind of presentation or speech is boring. Like you also imagine when someone is speaking, when you compare someone speaking the same tone and another person who speaks with a varying tone, like they vary their tone where necessary. The two are different, so you should take note of that. Then organizing the logical flow uh, of your speech, preparing examples that are relevant to the experience of the expected audience, providing compelling evidence to support themes, rehearsing the presentation and revising rough spots, researching information about the latest trends in an industry before presenting a professional seminar, restating critical points at the end of the speech or cement key concepts. So you must summarize, like you'll be like summarizing your presentation. So as and many others, reviewing feedback and modifying the approach for talks in the future. Like you should review feedback or receive feedback about your performance in a certain speech such that you can improve in the next one, and then summarizing the topics covered at the beginning of the lecture to provide context for attendees. So it is very good, like as you're starting, summarize the topics to be covered. That helps to give someone an idea such that they follow up smoothly, just like I did at the start of my video. Yeah, so things like that. Anyway, that's all about that. I won't take it further than this. We shall meet in the next video. Thank you for watching. Be blessed.